Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, my name is James and this is Killing It Country. What are we doing today? Well, see behind me we have an RV there. There's an RV there. Last year I had this whole parking area dug up and I put potable water, electrical, and sewage dump stations, 3 of them. Today we're gonna winterize this stuff and get ready for snow. I don't want to talk about it, but it's coming. So stick around, let's do it. So last year, I pumped a lot of antifreeze into these underground water lines after I used compressed air to blow them out. It was costly and it probably wasn't that necessary. This year we're going to try to do things a little bit differently. We're actually going to use compressed air from the water source in the basement of the house to blow out the lines. We're also going to use that same compressed air to blow the water out of the lines in the RVs at the same time. Why not? Give it a shot, right? There's still other steps to take with the RVs to winterize them. It's not like it's going to be a one-shot deal, but we're going to try it that way. And maybe I will pump 1 large container of antifreeze into the system, and then I'll use compressed air to blow that out as well, and I will be fully happy with that level of protection for the winter. So let's head down to the basement and I'll show you how we're set up down there. All right. So this is our setup down here. From the well, we come up to the small buffer tank, come across, down into our filter system, discharges up through the water softener, through the UV, and then we go up to this T up here, and this is actually where it discharges into the system that goes out of the house, underground, right up through there. Those 3 are the electrical, and then this is our potable water. So it's very simple for me to winterize this. All I have to do is shut this one off like that, and then I can connect compressed air here, blow all the water out of the lines underground outside, and then I can hook up a small pump using the same arrangement, and I can pump antifreeze right through here. So we'll get the air compressor going and we'll hit it. So I'll turn on this air compressor. And a couple noteworthy topics of conversation before we get going here. The well pump I think we have here is set to put out, I don't know, 65, 70 psi. The air compressor is going to put out like 125 or 130 psi. So that's a problem. If you don't have this system open to atmosphere somewhere, then when you turn on that compressed air, you're potentially going to be introducing pressure inside your system that's a lot more than it's capable of handling. So I have removed the garden hose nozzle, and this is now open to atmosphere. We'll blow out this hose at the same time, I guess, or maybe I'll just do that later. That's easy to do later. Take this thing off of here. There we go. Now we're open to the atmosphere there. That's what we're looking for. So down in the basement of the house here, we have this adapter that I had made up a few years ago. Fairly simple. It just hooks up with the compressed air line on the one part that's in my hand. We have a ball valve, and it discharges to your standard garden hose connection. So we are connected to a garden hose over here across the floor, and connected over here with the black section of the garden hose. So when I open this, I'm going to be introducing compressed air into this domestic line. So I will go outside and set up the camera, and you'll see the water coming out just shortly. All right, let's open this one over here. Oh, my sister's still got her camper attached to it. You always have to have one open, or else you'll be exposing the system to PSIs that are too high. So there you go. It sounds like Dad's shut that valve off in the basement. We'll let that air compressor build back up, and then we'll do the third one, which is over there behind that camper. You're just gonna leave that attached and use the sink in the camper?
Disconnect it and blow the line
first, and then reconnect it. Okay.
Rather than have all the water going through the trailer.
Yeah, just make sure that in the camper you have at least one sink open all the time, right? Because if you close them, if you have it all closed, you'll be getting air compressor PSI built up in your hoses, which is higher than you're supposed to have, right? So if you're switching, going from one sink to the other, you have to open the second sink before you close the first sink. For God's sakes, don't blow up the beer. Is your hot water heater off?
Yeah.
Electrically? Yeah. So we don't burn out the element? I'm gonna shut the one behind Jen's camper then, and you've got that one open back there. There's a lot of work putting this stuff in. I don't want it to freeze. Okay, I'm ready when you are.
Yeah, okay, it's open. We're not hooked to the trailer at all right now.
Okay, here it comes. Let me know when it's all done. So, did most of the water come out?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so now we're gonna switch gears temporarily. I'm gonna dump this antifreeze into the bucket. We're gonna disconnect our black hose here and thread it onto this Red Lion submersible pump. And we're gonna pump this through the system just to get one jug underground. And then we'll use the compressed air again to blow it through all of the lines out onto the ground. And then I'm completely satisfied for the winter. Lost suction, so I have unplugged the pump and I've shut the valve, the discharge valve on that black line too, just so that the antifreeze doesn't push back down into this bucket.
Yeah.
And I'll change back over to compressed air. Open that back up. So I'm just gonna crack this air line again. You ready? And you're getting nice pink stuff already, eh? Oh, look at the pink all bouncing around in there. Nice. Yeah, so I'll go shut the air off. I'm done with that. Done. There we go. When spring comes and I want potable water at those stations, all I have to do is open up that valve right there and everything's good to go. Oh, how come you don't have a cap on this? That's dangerous and it's against code. I don't care. Well, all right, that's it for that video, guys. We got that thing winterized. We're ready to rock and roll for the freezing temperatures. We'll see you in the next one.